This is my review and general overview of the series The Big Bang Theory. The Big Bang Theory was a great surprise. I had tried to watch some of the newest shows that were coming out and none hit with me. I found The Class to be very annoying, and not even the spin-off from Friends, one of my favourite shows, Joey, was good enough to hold my attention, though it was miles better than The Class. Then one day I was at my mate's house and we were waiting for Hellboy to start on TV, and Big Bang Theory was on TV before Hellboy. I couldn't contain my laughter. I'd never paid much attention to the show before, and I sat there thinking, how did this pass me by? The ensemble cast worked very well. It's seriously gold when you get all the guys together. The Halo night scenes come to mind. Our central characters are Leonard Hofstadter, by far the most down-to-earth of the guys in the group. He is the most welcoming to branch out socially beyond his core social group. Sheldon Cooper has the highest IQ of the group and doesn't let them forget it. Clever and calculating, everything to him has to be logical. Then you have Penny, their neighbour in their apartment building. She's outgoing, sociable, and a great contrast to the rest of the guys. Then, to finish off the characters, we have sex-obsessed Howard Wolowitz. He's just not getting as much as he'd like. Then you have Rajesh Kufrapali, who has a problem talking to women in that he can't. So there's a very simple character breakdown. Okay, so how do they contribute to the series as a whole? Well, Leonard I find to be one of the best written characters in a long time. In a series where you have these guys who are so socially disconnected, you need someone who is on the level and relatable within the core group, and the character of Leonard provides that. I also like where they have taken his attempts at a relationship with Penny. They had the two have a date by the end of the first season, much like Ross and Rachel in Friends. If they have them have a relationship early, it allows for changes in the characters and in their relationship, breakups, getting back together, instead of holding off too long and having the whole narrative of Leonard going after Penny become stale. So I really enjoyed that aspect of the show. In fact, their whole relationship has been one of the highlights of the show. The two actors work very well together and it blends very well. Now on to my first complaint. Sheldon Cooper. Now, I would like to state that he is a very funny character. When they get the writing for this character right, it's awesome. It's also never a matter of Jim Parsons, the guy who plays Sheldon's delivery. He always gets the right tone. However, though his one-liners are fine, when they have him go on some sort of rant about logic, the logic of a situation, or how something someone said is incorrect, they go too far, in my view. He becomes to seem like a robot, something that they referenced in the show to their credit. I just find myself thinking, when I can tell that such a rant is starting, I think, oh no. It, to me, slows the pace of the show down, and I hope they tone down this aspect in later seasons. I think it is also a problem in that they seem to think Sheldon has to carry the brunt of the comedy, as if they don't have enough faith in the other characters. It's like, wow, Sheldon is like the poster boy character, let's push him to overdrive. And I hope this does not continue. However, so that it's not all negative, I will state that it's only the rants I dislike. The smaller moments of character I find fine, and a lot of stuff can provide the funniest stuff of the show. Just when he goes on too much, it gets on my nerves. Howard Wolowitz and Rajesh Kufrapali could be described as one-dimensional. However, that might only come down to the fact that they are supporting roles when compared to the rest, and because we're so early in the show's run, their characters haven't been explored as much. Saying that, Rajesh has had an episode pretty much dedicated to him, the grasshopper experiment. Though it is not to say these characters can't knock it out of the park. Rajesh's line while getting a hug, "turn your pelvis," comes to mind. Howard Wolowitz can have some of the funniest stuff in the show. His are often broad and over the top, but it works for his character. All in all, Big Bang Theory is a very promising show. If they can iron over some of the issues I mentioned, this will be a series to remember in my book.